Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to monthly favourites. It's the end of March. Can you actually believe it? I genuinely can't. It's quite shocking to me. And I haven't got a great deal of new stuff to show you this month, but there are a few bits that I can't fail to mention and one that is incredibly sad to me. So let's start with the sad ones. We can just move on and get it out of the way. It is a favourite, but soon to be discontinued, and my heart breaks for it. And this is the Becca Backlit Primer. Becca has now, well, will be now shortly going out of business. They've decided to shut the brand down. This product I have used for, I don't even know how long, 7, 8 years or something. And it's a primer that you apply. I'm going to put the tiniest bit on my hand because I just don't want to waste it. So it's a gold primer and you kind of blend it into your skin and it gives your skin this beautiful luminosity that just kind of, I'm wearing it today and it basically comes through your makeup but doesn't look sweaty, doesn't look gross or anything. It just gives you this really lovely healthy glow. And I'm buying backups. I have one already. This payday I'm going to buy another one. I'm just going to keep buying them until I have as many as I can possibly get. It's £28 for one, and if I use this on its own exclusively, one of these 30ml tubes lasts me around 4 months. So if I get 2 or 3 more, I'll be okay for a while until somebody else can hopefully invent something that's equally as amazing as this. The only thing I've found that is fairly similar is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Hollywood filter thing. That is similar-ish, but it's not quite as good as this. That's a bit thicker and a bit heavier, but you know, when it comes down to it, maybe I'll have to do that. Next one is a happy one. This is a new product that I discovered through YouTube, through one of the ladies that I subscribe to, Selena at Miss Beauty Addict, and it is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation Stick. That is not easy to say. And I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing all these things today so I can show you. And honestly, this is so good. I'm in the shade Custard, which is 220N, so 220N, and it's a neutral shade. Let me show you. To give you a frame of reference, in MAC, I'm a NC20. In Dior, I'm a 2W in the Forever Foundation. In the Mousse Foundation, I'm 021 Linen. So if that gives you a kind of, you know, idea. This is amazing and it does give you like a filter finish. It's a beautiful stick foundation. It goes on really well. I only ever use my Hourglass stick foundation, but this is really good. I won't say it's a close second because the Hourglass stick foundation is full coverage. This is medium coverage. You can build it up if you want to, but essentially it's a medium coverage foundation and I absolutely love it. I'm here for it, and I'm really pleased that I picked this up. This I got when Boots did their 20% off of their premium range. So this full price I think was £32 and I got 20% off, so I think I paid about £26 for it. So it's fairly pricey, but honestly it's a really good foundation and you get 12.5 grams, which is quite a lot, so I highly recommend that. Next up is an old favourite, again, wearing it today. Right, okay, a bit of a story. So I'll tell you what I've got first, and then I'll tell you the story. So this is the MAC bronzing powder in Refined Golden. And this was my old favourite about, how many years ago now? About 4 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. Anyway, this is my favourite bronzer. And then when I discovered Hourglass, you know, when I got more into Hourglass, I wanted to try Hourglass bronzers. So I picked up 2. So it's taken me all that time to use them up. And as much as I love Hourglass and I do love their bronzers, I can't get my shading quite right. It's either too orange or too cool toned. I can't quite get it to work. So I decided to go back to my old favourite. Whilst we're still in lockdown, I can't look for bronzers right now. I annoyingly can't shop for them, and I don't want to pick a bronzer online that might make me look really, really orange. I don't think that's a good way to go. So I thought, stick to what you know, go back to the old school, and maybe in time we can find something else. There's nothing wrong with refined gold, and I really, really like it. And now that I've got it on again, I do still like it, but it has got shimmers in it, which isn't a big deal, but I do prefer a matte bronzer. I don't know if you can see that colouring there. It's quite golden, hence the name. But yeah, I really like it, and that's what I'm wearing today. And then I picked up from QVC a little while ago a Pixi Skin Treat Retinol Tonic. After reading the Caroline Hirons book, I thought I wanted to try a bit of retinol. And retinol kind of scares me. It's one of those products where, you know, you read about it and you hear absolute horror stories of people that put it on and their skin's really dried out and it's like peeled off in great big lumps and everything. I was like, oh my God. But this one is a retinol and jasmine flower advanced volumizing toner. And it's basically, it says here, this multi-action treatment with time-release retinol also replenishes the skin with potent antioxidants used daily after cleansing. So I've stuck to using this at night. As you can see, I haven't used a great deal of it, and I've been using this now for a couple of months. I probably use it 2 or 3 times a week. I don't use it every night because I don't want to get it too dried out or anything. But when I use it, the next morning, my skin is so bright and revived, and there's less pigmentation. It doesn't feel like tingling, and it doesn't feel like a acid when you put it on your face. It does feel really, really like light, and it doesn't feel like it's doing too much, which I really like. And the reason I bought this gigantic size, you're probably thinking, why the hell did you buy that if you were scared of it? I bought this gigantic size because it was on clearance with QVC. It was £16 for this ginormous size, and if you know Pixi, usually the Glow Tonic, the little bottle, I think it's like 100 mils, is like £17, and this is 500 mils. It's like a salon size. And with QVC, if you don't like it, you can send it back. I try not to do that very often, but if something's going to irritate my skin, I like to have the option whether to keep it or not. So I'm definitely keeping it. I really loved it, and I'm really happy that I've started to use retinol in my makeup routine. So that's awesome. Next up, you are not going to be surprised at this. These are the Natasha Denona mini palettes. Oh my God, I mean, where to start? So today on my eyes, I'm wearing this one, which is the mini star palette. I'll put some swatch pictures in here. So this is the mini star palette, and on my eyes today, I've got this gold and this in the crease, and this is the transition shade. And honestly, I'm absolutely buzzing about how great this palette is. And honestly, for £22, this was such a massive bargain. You can get so many looks out of this. So that's the star one, and this one is the mini retro palette. I've done videos on both of them, which you will have seen now. If you haven't, I will link them somewhere here or in the description bar below. But this palette is also so great for spring and summer. I absolutely love these soft tones, and I'm a definite sucker for a really good silver eyeshadow. So for £22, I highly recommend these. She's got lots of other colourways. I've already got another one on the way. That's me done then with these. And what I did was, I think I mentioned it in my previous video, I went through my makeup stash and I went through all of my old Urban Decay palettes, and I actually sold a few of them on eBay to make some money back to pay for these, because all of the Urban Decay ones that I got, they were all the nude palettes, and they were all quite bronzy. And since my hair has gone more silver, I have been going a lot more to cooler tones, to golds. I don't use the oranges as much. I don't use those shades as much. So I thought, I've only used them a few times. I knocked the price right down to like less than half price, and they sold really fast. And I managed to pay for my Natasha Denona palettes with that money. So I'm really happy with that. So yeah, so that was my little story about my eyeshadows. But honestly, guys, if you're a big eyeshadow person, check out this brand. Honestly, she only launched in 2016. I think she was a beauty blogger. I'm not 100% sure of her backstory, but I know she just kind of exploded on the scene from almost nowhere. I think she's a makeup artist. But honestly, these palettes are mental. And if you know her price points, the big palettes that she does, they're like £115, like 200 quid. So to grab these at that price, and I wanted to grab them early because I wasn't sure if they were limited edition or what have you. So yeah, I was quite fast to that party. Now, last up, this is a weird one to share, but it's honestly, it's saved me. So if it's something that you have trouble with, this will be great for you. And this is Deep Sleep's soft silicone earplugs for sleeping. Guys, honestly, these little balls of joy have saved my life. So, you've heard me probably complaining about noise in the ceiling for ages, and basically we live in a masonette, which is basically a block of 4 like flats, and we share aerial with upstairs. There's an aerial up there which is their side, but we can hear it. Something happened to that aerial in one of the storms that we had, and a bit of metal has come loose and it clangs against the aerial all day and all night when it's windy. Thankfully right now, because we're heading into spring, it's not as bad, but when the rain and everything was there, it was horrendous. And I always used to sleep with earplugs in, and I went onto Amazon because the ones that I was using, I had them for quite a while and they're quite gross, so I wanted to get some new ones, and these ones were the 5-star rating, you know, all that stuff. And basically what you do with them is you squeeze them into shape, and I kind of get them like this kind of shape, and then you put it in your ear, and then you like squish it all around so that you get that kind of effect. And honestly, you don't hear anything. So if you have the same sort of problem like with an aerial or something, or if you have a partner that snores or what have you, honestly, or if you live in a busy road, these things are a lifesaver. They cut out everything. And that might scare you a little bit, because like when one night I went to sleep, my boyfriend the next morning was like, oh, did you hear last night there was like a police chase down our road and a helicopter overhead, and like a police helicopter? I was like, nope, I didn't hear anything. These things are insane. And I used to suffer really badly with my sleep patterns. Like I used to get probably 4 hours sleep a night. I used to be one of those people that wake up at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and as soon as I wake up, my brain switches on and I start thinking about stuff. And you know, especially when life was normal and I was at work, I was like, oh my god, tomorrow I've got to do this, tomorrow I've got to do that, blah, blah, blah. And honestly, these things, I have slept like a baby. I go to bed at around 10:30, 11 o'clock. By the time I read, watch my phone or whatever, I probably go to sleep about 11:45. I put those in last thing before I go to sleep, and I wake up to go to the bathroom at like 5 o'clock in the morning, so I get at least 6 hours sleep, and then I can still go back to sleep straight after because they've still got them in. So yeah, they are amazing. I'll leave all the links down below, but yeah, I love these. So that's it, guys, that's it. Quite a short one today. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, leave comments, all of that stuff. Tell me what you've been enjoying in the month of March, and I will see you at the end of April with more favourites. Take care, guys. Bye.